message to the passport bros. First off, let me start by saying, if you're not familiar with the black YouTube culture, primarily the manosphere, the red pill, blue pill culture, whatever, or the quote-unquote conscious community, then you may have not heard of the Passport Bros. But basically, it's a group of financially, I guess you would call well-off gentlemen who are traveling abroad in order to find a broad. They're traveling abroad in order to find a broad. Now, that's just a little comedic relief right there. But in all seriousness, they call themselves traveling to different countries in order to find a lover. Now, they came under fire recently because, a lot of black women from the United States, they're taking this as a slight. And so a lot of accusations have been placed on these gentlemen saying that they're just going over there and, purchasing women, this, that, and the third. It's even gotten as big as to the men in these particular countries. And, one primarily being like the Dominican Republic, to where they've been asked how they feel about outsiders coming in and almost purchasing these women. Now, in the Passport Bros defense, they have been saying that they are just tired of the modern Americanized woman, and basically they're traveling abroad in hopes of finding love. Now, I come here with a message for the Passport Bros on today, and that is, sir, you can stay in America and be an elite trick. If that's what you desire to be. Because, sometimes you just got to weed through all the foolishness. You got to weed through all, the nonsense, the double talk that people will use in order to try to disguise or hide what they're actually doing. Now, we're going to deal with both parties here on today. So, first off, let me start off with the Passport Bros, and then we're going to get to the criticism from the women. Now, for the Passport Bros, basically out of everything that y'all are telling me, from what I'm hearing is, I'm down to be an elite trick. Yes, I will pay for everything here in the United States for a woman who is from the United States. I will pay for everything. I'll fly you out. I will pay whatever it requires in order for you to fuck with me. But in return, I just want the decency, or at least portray the acting skills that makes me feel as if I am a man that you respect. It's almost as if play the song and dance with me. Play the game. If you're going to belittle me as a trick, if I have to finance and pay for everything, at least treat me with the dignity and respect that I feel that this is warranted. And I believe that they have a point in this, because if you are going to be financing and paying for something, it is my belief that she should treat you with that proper respect, or the acting abilities to at least make you feel as if you are the man, at least make you feel as if you are the one that she desires, as opposed to just belittling you, playing you. This isn't enough. Forget this little money. They're taking your money and still handling you however that they want to. But in all of this, my biggest thing is you don't have to try to disguise it. And, oftentimes some of the criticism that comes to you guys is, if you're really that happy, then just keep on doing what you're doing. You're trying to advertise it much like a woman would when she finds a new boyfriend or something to that effect. She wants to try to stunt on the old boyfriend, which, women are great at identifying things that they actually do. And so, I agree with them in that particular sense. If you're really that happy, my brother, go ahead, do your thing. Go ahead, keep on spending your money out there. Who you trying to convince? Are you trying to convince us that you're happy, or are you trying to convince yourself? Are you trying to look back like nah the boo boo, like, hey, you guys missed out. Hey, this money was supposed to be for you, baby, but you ain't treat me right, so now I'm over here spending in the Dominican Republic. Shame on you. You know what I mean? But I come here to tell you, if you went abroad just to be a trick, you can do that here in the United States. You just have to get around real hoes. Oftentimes you men are trying to, and you may be being deceived by thinking that a lot of the women, even though they're portraying characteristics of what you feel a hoe would be, they're looking like it on Instagram. They got breasts and booty all out, You might have saw them in the club, this, that, and the third, A lot of men is having their way with them. They having a lot of sex and this, that, and the third. But when it comes down to dealing with you, she still demands or commands a certain level of respect. And when you consider yourself paying for something or buying her in a sense, then she's quick to try to correct you or put you in your little place. If you were to actually spend this money with real women, they understand the concept of what you're trying to do. But I think that would actually play with the ego of some of these men. Even though they are tricks, they don't want to face the fact that they are, in fact, elite tricks. They want to buy into the doctrine of a Kevin Samuels and think, well, no, I'm a high value man. I make over 6 figures every year. I am a high value man. How dare you treat me like a trick? How dare you? Well, sir, I come here to tell you that you are confused. And, you need to go ahead and get your reality check, man. And life will flow much smoother for you. And you'll be much happier once you acknowledge what you truly are. Now, not to spend too much time on this, transitioning to the women. Now, as far as the women who are actually criticizing these gentlemen, shame on y'all as well. Because literally y'all are letting money walk out of the door. And to me, being able to see through all the foolishness and the nonsense and the criticism of what you're saying, I can actually see what it actually boils down to. And that is, yes, you are mad that these gentlemen are taking their money and going to spend it elsewhere on other women, when this money is designed for you. And, my biggest thing is, if you are going to, operate in this particular game, or in that particular space, because you're not in the game, you're just in a space, kind of doing your thing, kind of existing. If you are going to do that, man, at least treat the gentleman right. It's one thing to preside over this trick and let him know that he doesn't run anything, but at the end of the day, good gracious, woman, you still gotta at least make the man feel like he's of some importance outside of his check. That just come with the gig, that come with the role. You know what I mean? And if you were to really get around somebody like myself, you would have the understanding that this trick is meant to be broken in totality for all that he has, for all that he's worth. You are supposed to really run him dry. So if that is the case, baby, you only running your money off by exposing your hand, by letting this man know that he means nothing to you, that literally treating him as if he's a check. To me, you're kind of mixing, and it's no fault of your own, but you're kind of been indoctrinated or taught by a lot of these songs, a lot of this Megan Thee Stallion, City Girl nonsense. And so you're kind of missing out on what a man actually or truly desires. And they're clearly telling you that. You see these passport bros screaming out, I'm willing to give you my money. I'm willing to trick on you. Just treat me as if I have some dignity. At least take the time to realize what it is that would make me happy as a quote-unquote man or a male, a high-value male with some money, And so if this is the case, baby, ain't no need to get the hate on these dudes, nothing like that. I just come here to tell you, just conduct yourself with some class, conduct yourself in a manner to where this man doesn't mind spending his money on you. Not to say letting him run anything, because I got another message about to drop as far as letting these tricks run your life. And so it's kind of back and forth. Oftentimes that's why these tricks are feeling validated, because they feel like the bigger their bag, that's where the respect comes in at. So that's also shame on you for even acknowledging this. But for the men or the gentlemen who are traveling abroad, these elite tricks who consider themselves or call themselves the passport bros, baby, just treat them with some respect, because that's all these other women are doing. They understand the same thing, but when they see these men, they at least acknowledge that this is a bag of money, that this is a walking lick. They understand this, and so they're going to at least go out the way to treat him as if he is a man. And so, they kind of get in their ear with all that Spanish talking stuff. They kind of, even in the body language, they're expressing very feminine attributes, as if they're allowing him to be a man, as if they need some sort of saving, as if, oh my God, you're so intelligent, you're so handsome. They really kind of run a game on these tricks. You know what I mean? And so, baby, don't let them outdo you, is what I came here to tell you on today. Don't get to hating on the passport bros or none of that. Just get back in your bag and really, just listen to these males. And fair exchange is never a robbery, as I like to put it. But, with that, that's my message concerning the passport bros. Definitely don't want to spend too much time on that. I definitely love to know what you guys, as well as you young women out there, think about this topic at hand. Feel free to chime in and let me know what you guys think. And, of course, until next time, certainly be blessed.